Good morning. My name is Liz, and I'm going to be teaching this virtual online class. Today is Saturday, May 15th. No one is present with me in the virtual space right now, but maybe you are watching this later. So I just want to introduce myself. My name is Liz. Um, this class is a wonderful free class offered by Bounty and Soul. Um, let's see. Um, I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. Hopefully, you can hear me and see me. It looks like it's a little blurry, but hopefully, you can see enough and hear enough to go through this class. Um, and this class it's for anyone. Maybe you've never done yoga before. Maybe you've done yoga every day of your life. You're welcome to join in a chair. I got a chair back there. I won't specifically guide the practice through a chair since there's no one in with me in real time letting me know to do that, but that's an option. And if you are sitting in a chair because you're more comfortable or because you need to, can't come down on the floor, that's perfect. So come from where you are. And this class is being recorded. You are not being recorded, but just the actual class is being recorded so it can be seen later. And you don't need to have your camera on. It's helpful for me to be able to see what you're doing, but you don't need to. And just make sure, again, there's no one here in real time. So you don't need to mute if you're watching this in the future. But if someone is out there and I can't see them, which I don't think is the case, mute yourself. And okay. So come into a nice, comfortable seat. Maybe you're sitting up on something, a towel, a blanket, pillow. Maybe you're sitting in a chair. And just let the sound of this little bell drop you into right now. Let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth, just gently. Your eyes can be open or closed or somewhere in between. You can swallow a few times to relax your mouth and your throat. And imagine yourself as a pendulum or a long string with something at the bottom. We are the thing at the bottom of the string. So sitting up nice and tall, imagining that that string is coming right out from the crown of your head, lifting you up, creating space all along your spine. Let the shoulders just release down and back. So starting to create some spaciousness along the chest, the front of the body, but feeling that pendulum, feeling that feeling of being suspended. Keep the tongue resting on the roof of your mouth. And just notice if there's anywhere in your body that you can soften. Maybe you have some clenching in your jaw or shoulders or abdomen, hips, legs. And if you're clenching because you're just trying to hold yourself in this position or trying to hold your legs in a position, feel free to wiggle them, get them more comfortable. Get out those pops and those cracks. And then just start to focus on your breath. Let everything soften. Try to keep that general structure, but let everything soften. And bring all of your focus to your breathing. We'll start to deepen our breathing, and we'll do a count. Start to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release the breath. Breathe naturally. If you'd like to, if you have crossed legs, you're welcome to switch the cross of your legs if you need to adjust or do anything like that. Feel free. Find that nice tall spine again. And let's inhale our arms out wide and up to the sky. Spread your fingers out. You can look up a little bit as your arms reach up. And exhale, flip the direction of your palms down to the ground. Start to release the arms down. You can start to tuck your chin, lengthen your neck. Maybe your fingers reach down to the floor, maybe not. Inhale, reaching up, wide. And exhale, slowly floating the arms back down. Keep the arms where they are. Keep your chin tucked. If you can, try to roll your shoulders up and back. Tuck your chin a little more, make that neck nice and long. And then start to roll your chin over to the left side. Roll your left ear towards your left shoulder. And roll your head as far towards the back of your body as feels comfortable for your neck. Take a few breaths here. So both arms are reaching down, maybe just to your sides, maybe behind you slightly. Slowly start to let your head roll forward. Give your shoulders a roll up and down the back. And then start to let the head roll over to the right. Right ear towards right shoulder. Letting the head roll as far back as feels comfortable. Keep breathing. Of course. Maybe feeling some space opening up along the neck along the shoulders. Roll your head slowly back to center. Give another shoulder shrug up towards the ears, down the back, keeping the chin tucked. Big inhale, exhale out of the mouth. Now with our breath, we're going to let our head rock side to side. So keep your chin down. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the right. And exhale back to center. Shrug your shoulders up. Bring your chin to parallel with the ground. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Spread the arms, spread the fingers. Exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale the arms up, and we're going to keep them up. And then you can bring your right arm down to the ground. Left arm is up to the sky. Right arm is down on the ground, or can rest on your thigh, whatever's more comfortable. Start to reach that left arm up and over to the right. So getting a nice stretch along the whole left side of the body. Try to keep your spine long. Press into that right hand for support. Spread your fingers out wide and try to not just let all of the pressure go just into your wrist. Try to spread the weight out between all of the knuckles and the fingers and the different areas of the palm. So then if you'd like, you can slowly start to spiral your chest open. So you're looking up towards the sky a little bit. That left arm is coming out slightly behind you. Nice stretch in that left shoulder. Try not to dump into that right shoulder as I am doing. And then we're going to start to swivel the heart down towards the ground, letting that left arm cross over in front of your body, letting it rest on that right knee. So you got a little bit of a twist here. Still spreading the weight into that right hand. Oh yeah, don't forget to breathe. Next inhale, start to open up. And then we'll come back up to center. Get everything nice and long. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. Come to the other side. Relax the shoulders down. Getting that nice stretch along the right side of the body this time. Keeping space along the spine, even though you are arching over to the left. If you'd like, start to swivel that chest open. Keep your whole spine long. Try not to crunch down anywhere. Get a nice opening in that right shoulder. A few nice deep breaths here. And then start to swivel down. Let the heart start to come towards the face towards the floor. Let the right hand come down across the body. Maybe it comes to the left knee. Getting a little bit of twist here, or maybe a big twist. I don't know. Breathe deep. Where can you relax? Bring the tongue back to the roof of the mouth if it's left. Slowly start to bring that arm back up. With an inhale, reach to the sky. And then shake your arms down. Nice and gentle. Open the hands and close them a little bit. All right. And then we'll start to straighten out our legs. Adjust. I don't know if you need to see my legs, but maybe it's helpful. All right, so for me, when I'm sitting down on the ground, I like to sit up on something, pillow, blanket, whatever. Extend your legs straight out in front of you and stretch from the back of the legs. So the heels are reaching out in front of you. Spread your toes nice and wide. And then start to rotate the feet in circles. Again, getting out those snap, crackle, pops. Go the other direction. And then let your legs just flop side to side. And then let your knees bounce up and down a few times, shaking the furniture if you are me. When I do this, everything in my house shakes. Good. All right, let's make our way onto our hands and knees. And I think I'm gonna kick the bed if I go that way, so I'm gonna go this way. All right. Coming onto your hands and knees, bring your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Look down between your thumbs, or about so. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your chin, look up. And exhale, arch your spine, curl your chin. Inhale, stretch the front. Exhale, stretch the back. Move with your breath. Try to go nice and slow, really just enjoying the breath and the movement. One more complete round of breath. And then meet in a tabletop pose, so a nice flat back here. And then, like you are a puppy dog, start to wag your tail. And as your hips come over to the right, bring the right shoulder towards the right hip. Look out past that right shoulder. And then wag your tail to the other side. Left hip and left shoulder come together. Look out past the left shoulder. Wag, wag, wag. Breathe. So getting our spine to move in all these different ways. Sometimes we just move in the same way, the whole day. If we're working or at school or whatever, we're just moving our bodies in the same way. So that's why it's nice to have yoga or any sort of movement, dance, walking, running, whatever. Anytime we move our bodies differently from how we generally move them is gonna keep us feeling good. All right, come back to center, arch, and relax. Stretch the right leg out behind you. I'm reaching the wall. And start to roll that ankle out. Tuck your toes under your foot if it doesn't hurt. And if it hurts, but it's not gonna kill you, just do a little bit. Just gently tuck those toes, open up the bottom of that foot. Bring the right knee down, do the same thing with the left. Roll it out. Notice if it's different on this side. All right, bring that left knee down, and then we're going to bring the right knee out to the side. The whole right leg is going to come out to the side. So just try it, and then you kind of know where we're going. So get nice and firm in your hands, and then lift that right leg out to the side and release it down. Try to keep your hips centered here as if both knees are still on the ground. Breathe. And release, that's enough. We'll do the other side. Switch sides so you can see. So now we're doing the left side. Coming firmly from that foundation of the hands and knees, try to keep your spine, your core. Oh, hello, Vanessa. Hi there. Well, we'll come back to that. We can just come back to a little centering, a little meditation. Finding a cushion, blanket, whatever. Sitting up nice and tall. Give your shoulders a shrug up to your ears. And down your back, a nice exhale out the mouth. Coming into this moment. And just thanking yourself for everything you have done, everything you will do, thanking your body, everything it has done, everything it will do. Reach the arms out wide and up to the sky. And with an exhale, bring your hands together down in front of your heart. Relax your shoulders down. Let each finger press into its counter finger. Let the heels of each palm press into each other. And keep the fingers together and start to turn them down towards the front of the body, reaching the fingers down, giving the wrists a little stretch, relaxing your shoulders, and breathing. And start to turn the fingers up towards the sky, and then continue to rotate them so they're coming in towards the body, rotating them enough so that you feel the stretch, keeping the shoulders soft. Nice. Breathe. Inhale, start to bring the fingers up to the sky, and then shake. Shake the hands out. And you can make your way onto your hands and knees. And you can come into a few cats and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Nice deep inhale, exhale, curl the spine, tuck the chin. Nice and slow, big deep inhale, drop the belly, open the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, curl, move at your own pace. Let your breath be slow and easy. and come to a flat spine. Reach your right leg out behind you, tuck the toes, press into that right heel, start to open up the right foot, right leg. You can start to roll the ankle, roll toes. Release the right knee down, extend the left leg, tuck the toes, press into the heel, roll the ankle. And release that left knee down, and then start to bring the right knee out to the right. Nice. And we'll do that 3 or 4 times, moving with your breath, inhaling, letting that right knee come out to the right, and exhaling, coming on down. Spreading out the weight in your fingers and your hands, pressing evenly into the palms. And the right knee can release down onto the ground. We'll do the same thing with the left knee. You can go through a cat and cow to just relax the spine a little bit. And then that left knee comes out to the left and back in towards the midline. Move with your breath. You can go again 3 or 4 times. Nice. Notice where you can soften in the shoulders and the jaw. You can release that left leg down and either come into a down dog or a child's pose, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Nice. For the down dog, pedal out the feet, bending one knee, letting the opposite heel come down towards the ground. Pressing into the palms, get nice opening along the front and back side of the body. And then find some stillness in your down dog. Come back to your breath. Inhale and start to reach the right leg up to the sky. You can rotate the ankles a few times. And then bring the right foot to come and land softly between your hands. Feel free to put something under that left knee. And you can stay right here with the hands framing that front right foot, or you can bring them up onto the right thigh. Or if you'd like, you can inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Back toe can be tucked or untucked. And try to bring the right hip back and the left hip forward. So staying nice and strong in the hip girdle. Relaxing your shoulders and finding your breathing. Nice, slow, deep, even breath. Feeling a nice opening in front of that left thigh. You can slowly start to bring your hands back down on either side of that right foot. And then we're going to start to send our hips back, so stretching out that right leg. You can keep the right toes pointed or start to lift them up towards the sky. Lifting them up towards the sky is going to give you a little more sensation. And if you do lift them up towards the sky, you can wave the right foot right to left. Get a little IT band stretch there on that right leg. And if you're moving the right foot, bring the toes back to stillness. Start to walk your hands forward, bring that right foot back onto the ground. And then bring the hands onto the ground, tuck the back toes, and send that right leg back up and out. You can roll the ankle, you can stretch the leg, release that right leg down. As you're ready, you can stay right here. You can come into a child's pose. You can also move through vinyasa if you'd like, shifting forward into a plank, slowly lowering down, pulling the torso down on the inhale, lifting the chin, lifting the heart. Exhale, release down, and inhale back into your down dog or your child's pose. Nice. All right, lift the left leg out behind you, stretch it up nice and high, roll the ankle. Nice deep breath here. And then let that left leg come and land between your hands. Feel free to put something underneath that right leg, the right knee. Feel free to stay here with the hands on the ground. You can come up with the hands resting on that left leg, or you can lift the arms up to the sky. This time, let the left hip come back and the right hip come forward, so really staying nice and strong in the hips there, building the strength in the muscles. Relax your shoulders down. Breathe, nice big breath. One last breath here, and as you exhale, start to bring your hands back down on either side of that left leg, and then we'll shift our hips back so that left leg is coming out in front of us. Either keep the toes pointed, or you can lift them to the sky. If you want, you can even start to rock them side to side. Breathe. The more stretch you feel, breathe deeper. If the toes are moving side to side, bring them back to stillness and start to walk yourself forward, coming back onto the hands, and then send that left foot back out behind you. Again, you can rotate the ankle, you can shake the leg. When you're ready, left foot comes back onto the floor. Stay here, come into your child's pose, or you can move into another flow. And from here, coming into your child's pose, letting the hips settle back down. And if you'd like to, you can bring your hands into fists and kind of rest them on your belly. And then as you come down, the pressure from your fists is pressing into your belly, kind of underneath the ribs there. And then you can start to roll forward. Just a little something different. Come back to your breath. Feel free to keep the fists balled up in the stomach, or if it's just not working for you for whatever reason, you can release the fists out. And if your forehead is comfortably reaching onto the mat or onto the floor, you can start to roll your forehead side to side, giving a little forehead massage. All right, slowly start to walk yourself back onto your hands and knees, and then you can come into a seat. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Nice. And bop the knees up and down a few times. And then let your legs windshield wiper side to side. And then bring your right foot onto the floor, right knee bent. Beautiful. And then bring the inside of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. So the right knee is coming out to the side. Nice. With an inhale, reach up nice and tall. And with an exhale, start to hinge forward at your hips and slowly start to reach forward towards the front of your mat. And as your back starts to curve, let that be the place where your arms release down. So you've got a nice, tall, straight spine here, extending through the left heel, toes up towards the sky. Spread the toes nice and wide. Try to relax your shoulders down. And find your breathing, nice, easy, deep breathing. Breathing into where you feel the stretch the most. See if you can let yourself soften any more here. If your head or your shoulders can relax. If that right leg can relax. If the left foot can relax. Use your hands to start to walk yourself back up to a nice tall spine. And you can bring that right knee back up towards the sky. We'll come into a twist here. The right foot can stay where it is, or you can bring it to the other side of that left leg, whatever you prefer. Either way, you can grab hold of the right leg with your left arm, start to sit up nice and tall, and open up to the right. So pressing the belly into the thigh, thigh into the belly, right shoulder opening out behind you as much as it can, turning to the right as much as feels comfortable for the neck. Let the inhale grow you a little taller, and maybe the exhale you twist a little deeper. And just try to soften into this pose, try to relax into it. Breathe. With your next inhale, grow tall. And with your exhale, slowly start to unwind, coming back up, back to center. You can uncross that right leg if you crossed it, and you can reach it out in front of you. And again, we'll just let the knees bop up and down a few times. And then you can bring that left foot in towards your body, left knee coming out to the left, sole of the left foot coming in towards that inner right thigh. Reach that right leg out in front of you, stretch from the heels, stretch the toes, inhale, reach. And exhale, as you're ready, start to hinge forward. Again, when your back starts to feel like it's curving forward, let that be the place where your hands come down towards the floor. Doesn't matter how far forward you reach. Inhaling, growing spacious along your spine, and exhaling and seeing where in your body you can relax a little bit more. Slowly start to use your hands to walk yourself back up to a tall spine. And then bring that left knee up towards the ground, towards the sky, left foot on the ground. But foot can stay here, or you can bring it to the other side of that right thigh. And using the right arm this time to grab onto that left thigh. Inhale up nice and tall, and exhale, start to open to the left. Belly to thigh, thigh to belly, breathing deep. Let that left arm be the anchor for your back to remind you to sit up nice and tall. Relaxing into each breath. Where can you soften? Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, you can untwist, coming back to center, uncrossing the left leg, stretching both legs out, and letting the knees rock a few more times. You can scoot forward on your mat, and we'll slowly start to lower down onto our backs. Feel free to grab onto your legs and do a few roly-polies. Nice. And then as you're ready, you can land on your back, knees hugged into your chest. And then keep the knees together and start to bring them in circles together. So either clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter to me, whichever direction you choose, just keeping the knees together and letting them start to rotate in bigger circles. Nice. Giving yourself a little back massage, getting a little core work in. Do one nice big circle, and then we'll reverse the direction, keeping the legs again together, just rotating them in nice big circles. And you can come back to center. Bring your feet on the floor, knees up towards the sky, and reach your fingers down towards the feet. And then start to press into your feet and press into your shoulders and lift your hips up. And you can lift your arms with your hips. And then as you exhale, slowly float everything back down to the ground. We'll do that a few more times. As you inhale, pressing into the feet, pressing into the shoulders, lifting the hips, slowly letting the spine peel up off the mat. Exhaling, lowering down. Maybe each time you go a little bit higher. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, lowering. Move with your breath rhythm. Next time you lift your hips, keep them lifted. You can keep your arms lifted. Spread your toes. Try to relax your shoulders and breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the hips back down. You can lower your arms down and cross your right ankle over your left knee. And you can either keep your legs like this, kind of in the figure 4, or you can start to bring both legs towards your body. That'll increase the stretch and the sensation. You can grab hold of the back of that left thigh if you'd like. You can bring that left leg into the air. And I really like to rotate my ankle here. So getting nice deep stretch into the hips. Try as much as you can to relax your shoulders here. And breathe. Maybe feeling the beginning effects of an inversion. Turning your body upside down, letting all the blood in the feet start to drain out, aiding your lymph system in the cleansing. A few more breaths here. And then if you had that left leg up in the air, you can release it back down. We'll keep the legs where they are, and we'll start to just rock the body side to side a few times. And then the next time the legs come over towards the left, you can slowly start to let them release down onto the floor, coming into another twist. And if you need to adjust your legs at all, you're welcome to. If it's too much stretch here, bring that left foot down on the floor. For a complete spinal stretch, you can turn and look over that right shoulder, if that feels okay for yourself. Notice where you can relax, what you can let go of. Slowly start to bring the legs back to center, uncross the right leg. You can hug your knees into your chest, hug your head into your knees. Bring some tension into the shoulders, and then exhale out of your mouth, let everything go. Bring the knees back onto the floor. You can cross the left ankle onto the right knee. Feel free to stay right here if that is enough of a stretch for this side. If not, you can bring the legs towards you. Maybe grab hold of the back of the right leg. Stay right here, or you can bring that right leg up to the sky. Feel free to rotate the ankle. Deep, easy breaths. If the right leg is still reaching towards the sky, you can start to bend the knee. You can stay right here with the legs in close to your torso, or you can start to release them back forward. Either way, we'll start to let the hips and the legs rock side to side. And then the next time they come over towards the right, you can let them start to come down onto the floor for a twist on this side. Feel free to be looking at the right direction, or feel free to come into that complete twist, looking over that left shoulder. Breathe and see where you can soften. Start to bring everything back in towards the center, uncross the left leg, hug yourself into a tight ball, and exhale, relax your shoulders down, relax your feet down, keep the knees bent. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat is and let your knees rest on each other. You can let your hands rest on your belly or on your heart or down to the side, whatever is most comfortable here. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest, of your stomach as you breathe. And then you can start to come into a happy baby pose, bending the knees and bring the feet up to the sky. You can grab onto your toes or your feet or your legs. You can rock side to side. If you'd like, you can even stretch one leg out at a time as you kind of rock and roll yourself. And as you're ready, you can release your legs down. We'll make our way into Shavasana or resting pose. Make yourself nice and comfortable. Laying flat on your back, or if you have any low back issues, feel free to keep the knees bent with the feet wide, just as we did before. You can also put something under your knees. You can cover yourself with a blanket. Feel free to keep the eyes open or closed and let your breathing just relax. Start to deepen your breathing. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, stretch out your arms and legs. And then you can, as you're ready, nice and slowly roll onto your side, curling up into a ball, hugging your knees into your body. And as you're ready, you can make your way into a comfortable seat, but take your time. And sitting up tall but easy, finding that balance. I'm going to read a short poem by Dana Faulds from her book of poetry, Breath of Joy. And it's called Healing Happens. The unseen, unloved, unconscious aspects of my being let themselves be glimpsed in dreams and drive my behavior from behind the scenes. They rise into the light only when the time is right. Learning to stay still and not react when I am filled with memories or moods has been a challenge and a choice. Slowly, these inner knots are letting go. Slowly, old conditioning dissolves to leave me freer than before. The mystery calls me forward, and healing happens even when I can't say for certain what is healed. And as you're ready, you can bring your hands to your heart. And you can bow to yourself, thanking yourself for choosing to be with yourself, for taking the time to practice. And I bow to you for taking the time to join me in this virtual space. And let's see, just a little end of class notes. Bounty and Soul has a ton of free classes. It's awesome. Sign up for them, register, go to them. Francisco has his Zumba class, and there's a summer cooking class this week that looks really good, and I can't wait to go to it. If you have any feedback, feel free to put it in the chat box. And that's it. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Oh, good. Nice to practice with you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks.